So how about that character we unlocked just a run ago? Let's play as him. He's a little bit different. He's blue, and he starts off with the poo. And he only has soul hearts, and he can never get red hearts. He is unfortunately somewhat cursed in that regard. And also, speaking of cursed, we got a curse of the unknown, or blind, or whichever one it is that's currently hiding my... Unknown, yes. That is currently hiding my healthy health. So I need to actually be a little bit careful. But it does mean that we will never take red heart damage on account of that is actually impossible. So we've got that going for us. It also means that every single devil deal is going to cost 3 soul hearts. Which is kind of, but you know, take it for what you will. Starting off with a rotten baby, which is actually a pretty good item to get out of an item room, I'd say so myself. Something that I've often gotten out of devil deals, so all in all, I'm pretty happy about it. Also, red hearts are now effectively useless, so I am definitely hoping for maybe a dark bomb. That would be nice to get at some point during this run, but it's always the question, I suppose. But we'll just try and stay alive, destroy as many tinted rocks as possible, as that does become a rather important thing to do with this particular character on account that it's really one of the few viable ways we have of getting health. And we're just gonna destroy a lot of poo as it keeps appearing underneath me every time I clear a room. I have the option to do so, so I might as well take that chance, choice, whatever. And it would be nice if we could get a bomb here. That is not a bomb. That is a key. Bombs are not currently keys, so we cannot destroy that tinted rock, but you know, maybe a little bit later on, maybe somewhere in the nearby future, we're gonna get a magical bomb from one of these nice guys over here. Maybe one of them is nice enough to give me a bam. That's still a key. Maybe I should start asking for keys instead, as it is apparent that we are not going to get bombs for asking for them. So instead I shall ask, may I instead receive a key? That would be peachy. Instead we get nothing. Apparently bombs do not exist in this world. Duke of flies. But is his flies better than my flies? I think not. My flies are strong and mighty, whereas his are just red and silly. And red and silly will always lose against strong and mighty. Also, he seems pretty bored and doesn't spawn that many flies this time around, so that was a pretty short battle. Pretty okay with that. Doing a little bit of extra damage, and we're just going to leave on account that we can't really do anything else here. We could go into our shop, but we only have 1 coin. We're not going to be able to buy anything for that. That's just silly. Here's a seed, and I will probably go into that cursed room eventually, but first not... actually, I'll go do that, actually. Oh, wow, that was definitely worth it. Cricket's head. Very nice item. A little bit of extra damage per tier. Extra damage is always welcome, obviously, so getting that is probably one of the better items to get out of a golden chest, honestly. Definitely appreciative of that. Gonna have to fight these little guys, but our damage, like right now, is actually pretty strong. It is actually pretty good. And we got a key back as well, so we needed to use 1 key to get all of that. We're killing these flies in a single blow right now. Like, that's really nice. And stuff's going pretty good. Let's hope our devil deal is equally good. And maybe if we don't take any damage here, we'll actually get the no damage basement thing, because I don't think we've actually taken damage so far. And it's definitely something you want to avoid as the blue baby. Obviously with other characters as well, but with the blue baby especially, it's like you don't want to lose like health by accident, because it's a lot hard to get back. Poo bombs, I guess we're just gonna go with some sort of weird poo related run this time around. Which is fair enough. This makes like a weird stun effect happen. I think it deals some damage as well. And I'm mostly happy about getting some extra bombs, honestly. But the stun effect does have its uses from time to time, so there is that as well. It's not really stun, I guess. It sort of confuses them, I suppose. I'm not really sure. But it seems to also sort of work as a strange sort of poison type thing. So all in all, it's pretty neat. It's pretty decent. Think we can get some coins out of these plots? That would be nice. I have a bunch of bombs just now, so might as well try. And I'm immediately gonna leave just in case there were spiders in there, because they would despawn immediately if they were there, but they weren't, so it's all good. Bunch of enemies that are spawning on our enemies so far on this floor, but nothing really too hazardous. Nothing in really awkward locations where we can't really hit them very well, so we've got that going for us quite well. And there might be a super secret room here actually, so might as well try. And indeed there is. A bunch of coins as well. And I'm not taking that. I believe what that does is every time you use it, like your use item, you teleport to a different room, and it's sort of awkward. It doesn't really especially when I like the poop. Like, it does teleport you a lot, and it can take you to great places, but it's I don't want it. There's also items which like the butter bean, I believe it is, which slowly recharges each room, and then you can just use it every single room. And with Guppy's Paw, I think you can actually use it every single room as well, just without having to wait for a recharge, because Guppy's Paw like technically doesn't have a recharge. It's just always usable, but if you have no red heart containers, you can still use it with the remote for some reason. It's weird, but fair enough. Fighting Pin, which I feel like we've already done during this particular run, but fair enough. If Pin wants to show up over and over, then we're just gonna kill it over and over. We will be victorious this day, and we got Basement Boy after like 12 runs or something like that, so that's good. Evil Up, which gives us another heart, and we're gonna use a lot of our hearts to deal some extra damage, because I do value the pentagram over not having as much damage. I'm actually gonna go inside my curse room as well, just to see if there's anything in there. I might... there probably isn't a secret room there, actually. I think there might be one over here, though. There's a pretty reasonable chance. There isn't. Then it's probably the one above it, but oh well. It's too late for that now. We're just gonna check inside. Oh, that's a shame. That is a definite shame right there, but nothing you can do about it. Had to check it out. You never know. It might be something good, but this time around it was a bit junky. I'm gonna actually check out my shop, because our coins are not bad right now. Let's see. Broken stopwatch would be kind of nice, but alas. Let's put some coins in here. 2 coins, 200 coins rather. So we're at level 3, which is gonna make our shops just a little bit better. So in any case, this run has already been a success in the putting some coins into thing goal. That's a goal now, and I am happy about this particular predicament that we have accomplished. Not really a predicament, I suppose. Let's just keep going. We're in the caves now. We're doing this. Curse of the Maze. That's gonna be exciting. Who knows where it'll take us. That was good. That was a lot of death right there. We're just gonna keep shooting things, really. We're just gonna destroy everything that's trying to oppose us. Our damage is pretty good. We've gotten a lot of damage up items already, and hopefully we can get even more. But simultaneously, wouldn't mind some health. Wouldn't mind a use item that's not this, because honestly, I don't value it that high in terms of useful items. I'd rather have something like the Book of Revelations or anything. Maybe a horse. Horse would be good. Oh, that's good too, actually. I always... Man, since I sort of realized what this does, it's just so nice. Definitely open all of these, because any chance of getting extra soul hearts is obviously wanted. Definitely something we want. And taking that with a big smile on my face. And this is like a specific sort of enemies. Like first we're going to fight the white ones, then these darker ones, and then we're going to fight like the big worm thing, which sort of zooms into us. But we are quickly destroying everything that's coming our way. And we get ourselves a bomb. Mostly I'm just happy we got some soul hearts out of that though, but the bomb might allow us to get into a secret room of some such. Maybe there's a secret room right here. Wouldn't that be nice? There is not. Alright. Fair enough, I guess. Monster Manual. It actually says Monster Manual in this game. In the previous game, it was called the Monster Manual, which was hilarious. And it's a pretty good item for one specific... Well, 2 achievements, I guess. And we'll get to that when we get to that, I suppose. And yeah, there couldn't have been a secret room there, but yeah, it's it basically spawns a random follower whenever you use it, and at some point I'll probably show off the good use for it, which makes it a really good item for specific achievements. But other than that, I'll probably just use it in boss rooms, honestly. It's the things you can get. Like, you can get like a meat cube, you can get a meat boy, you can get all sorts of cool stuff out of it, but overall, a random follower isn't really that special. Followers are fun. They deal a little bit of extra damage, but I don't need that many. You can also get Bob's Brain, which can make things oddly terrifying, so there's that as well, I suppose. It'll make things slightly more exciting. Still have that Curse of the Maze, which I actually forgot about until it just randomly popped up again like that. As it does, like Curse of the Maze often does. Although it's been pretty kind to us so far during this floor. It hasn't really moved us about too much, so shouldn't really be complaining too much. And instead just kill a whole bunch of scary headless things that are throwing tears all over the place. At least we're killing these big flies in a single hit right now, because our damage is just so good. But I'm still a little bit worried. Every time I play as the blue baby, I'm just constantly worried about my health pretty much. It's just a constant worry that anything's just gonna kill us. And then we won't be able to get our health back anymore. On account of we're dead. Also, that would have been good to have. I guess we're going in here because we're over here now, but... yeah. I would have liked to know that they were telepills before using them because then I could just get out of here. But nope. It was not to be. But I figured since I was teleported all the way back here anyway, I might as well check out what was in there. And it turned out there was nothing. But hey, at least now we know. We don't have that little nagging doubt in the back of our heads anymore. What was in that room? No one knows. And we actually got teleported to the correct location for a change. We got teleported slightly further than where we were previously. So we were going in the right direction, very much so. That was alright. Let's see. The husk. It's like the Duke of Flies. Let's use our thing. We get... oh, we got the attack fly. Well, that's fair enough, I guess. That's not bad against the husk, but we are dealing enough damage to not really need it. HP up, but again, it just gives us a soul heart because we are the blue baby. Don't really want the Necronomicon because it's kind of a bad item. At some point, I'll get it. Just for the sake of having picked it up, but it is something you can get outside of Devil Deals as well. And all it does is like the death effect. Like the death tarot card effect whenever you use it. And it has like a pretty high recharge as well. And rather not use it with this character. Sun card only acts as like damage and map with this character. I'm actually going to use it immediately. And apparently there's a dice room in here. And I'm sort of tempted to use it if it's... depending on what it is, I suppose. But first we're just going to move forward. And I guess I can't actually... I don't have enough bombs to bomb my way in there. So we would have to use keys. So maybe I won't just do that just yet. God, that took a while for some reason. There we go. That's them dead. That's another key, so that makes it a little bit more viable to go into our dice room without having to worry about running out of keys. But if we could get another bomb, I think I'd rather use bombs, honestly. I don't know why either, because the bomb is like the only thing we have upgraded in terms of pick-upables, and obviously bombs would be nicer. We're getting a lot of keys now, though, so like whatever. I guess I'll just go through the door, see what's in there. It might just be a fun one. It might just be one that changes everything we get. It also depends what's in that item room. I guess I'm probably going to check that out first. Let's see. Another key, man. It's a question mark, right. Boom! You get more bombs. Alright. Well, I guess we're going to use bombs then, because then we might as well just go into our secret room over here. Even if we got a whole bunch of keys already, we got even more bombs, so why not? Don't really care about that, personally. So let's see. It's number 2. Kind of pointless then. Let's see what it turns this into. It turns it into another chest. 2 of spades, which is also kind of nice. Gives us even more keys when we use it. And seeing as we don't have any other tarot card as well, we might as well take it with us for a while. Although I'm probably just going to use it over here. Just before we go into that room over there. So we have 10 keys instead of 5, and that is very nice. Just going to destroy all these poops in the hope that we can get some money out of it, but the answer to that appears to be no, and there's some sort of item over there, but I think I'm just going to put everything in here. Because we have the coins, and I don't really want to buy anything. There we go, we've broken it, and we put a whole bunch of coins in there, so all in all, pretty good stuff. Let's see what we got. Maybe the Devil Deal's gonna have some cool item as well. So if we can get like Brimstone, that would be amazing. But I'm still sort of rooting for the Dark Bum. Even though we're not really getting that many heart drops, I still wouldn't mind it. It probably would pay off for itself quite quickly. Something that could make me fly would be nice as well for stuff like this. But yeah, we'll see, I suppose. We'll just see what happens. It would be nice if we could just find the Hangman card. That would be cool as well. Because then I could just use it over there and not have to worry about that single black card that's just hanging out in the corner over there. Oh, careful now. And that doesn't do anything because we're the blue baby. But, you know, at least it doesn't hurt us either. So I should be happy about that. This is the spawny one, isn't it? I think this is the spawny one. So I'm just going to stand over here and kill the ones that are close to me. Because he is a slightly darker shade of Gertie. And therefore, he's just going to be spawning a lot of enemies. I should be using this. And we got another attack fly, because apparently that's just what we're getting now out of this thing. Fair enough. Didn't really use it either. Didn't really get anything either. And we get a speed up, which, alright. No Devil Deal, no flying. Not much of anything, really. What's our speed? Like 13 minutes? That's a little bit on the high side for trying to get there in 20 minutes, but who knows? Just sort of depends on these floors, honestly. If we can get something cool here, then it might just speed up everything. Plus our health is going pretty well as well. Plus we, at least, like, if anything goes wrong, at least we got the no damage basement thing for us, so there's that. I will not take that because I quite like the whole no spiky owie owies. And I'm just gonna go in here. I'm just gonna risk it. Risk it for the soul hearts. Risk it for the potential. Guppy's head. I'll take that a million times over the monster manual. Definitely. Definitely value the monster manual less than Guppy's head, because having more flies is the best thing. Although we already had quite a lot of flies because of the rotten baby, obviously, but yeah, I'm really okay with having a Guppy's head at any point in time of my life. Ringworm, it makes it go whoosh 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 whoosh, and it's fun, but no. I'd rather not. It's a fun item though. If wow, I got stuck behind a hole there, so that's good. Good way to lose some health for no real reason. A lot of nasty enemies over here. A lot of homing tears for some reason. Why? What is going on there? I would just like a nice little item. I would just like a scapular or something. Or an item room in general. That would be wonderful. Item rooms, man. They're great. And all the brimstone is taking care of all the enemies here, so that's kind. Anything cool? One. Tempting. Gonna do it. Oh my god. So we got Dr. Fetus, which is making us drop all these bombs. We also got Mr. Mega, which is making our bombs stronger. We got a credit card, so that's kind of neat. That doesn't actually affect us. But yeah, this is a little bit worrying with our health situation as well, because... oh boy. But at least we're dealing quite a lot of damage with this. We also lost our rotten baby, which is kind of sad. And we also lost our Guppy's head, so I probably should have dropped that first, but oh well. But yeah, this is the thing. We just re-rolled our entire build, and it wasn't too terrible, but it's simultaneously kind of scary. Do I have, like... I can't actually tell if I have something along the lines of Pyromaniac. Is that... I'm not sure if that's Mr. Mega or not that's to the right over there. It might be Pyromaniac, but I don't think it actually is. I think that's a different icon. I think Pyromaniac is just always, like, the heart on fire thing. So let's just be a little bit careful. Like, this is very different because Dr. Fetus, you basically just shoot bombs in front of you. And usually this item is actually not that great, but because of the build we have, because we happen to got Mr. Mega as well, which I think actually affects these bombs as well. And these are quite big, so there's that. Oh, we got Pyro. Pyro is a thing which gives you plus like 99 bombs. I think that's the happy bomb thing I was thinking of right there. Humbling bundle, 1+1 forever. That's quite good. And we're just gonna leave it at that, I think. But yeah, this changes things a bit. It's kind of interesting though how you can just change your entire build that way. And sometimes it's just absolutely terrible. But sometimes you get stuff like this and it's working out quite well. It doesn't really combine very well with other items though, like the items we currently have. Dr. Fetus, it combines with very specific items. And stuff like this is also just a complete nightmare because there's just really nothing you can do except for hope that he doesn't jump around so much. 2 haunts. That's not bad with this item actually. And there's a soul heart down there, so I'm happy about that as well. But yeah, haunt, pretty weak against bombs. We are taking damage from our own bombs as well, so we definitely don't have anything which is making our bombs not deal damage to us, which I'm a little bit worried about, but oh well. We'll probably be okay. Let's block these dudes with bombs. Oh boy, yeah, this is not great. I'm not dealing that much damage to these bosses though. Not really liking that all that much. We got a devil deal though. We got Mom's coin purse, which is a whole bunch of pills, which I'm not going to use just yet because I don't remember if we've gotten telepills or not. I think we did, but just not going to risk it. Let's go. And it's Krampus, because why not? Why not get Krampus, right? Maybe we can get Krampus' head, which would actually be kind of useful against this. For this, because it will make bosses a little bit more reliable. And we got a lump of coal. I don't actually even know if that does anything with this, but oh well. Hemo, telepills, question marks. Yeah, I'll just take the credit card and leave. I don't really want anything else there. I don't know about this though. This is a bit of a questionable build we've got going on. Makes our bombs really dark at least, so that looks pretty cool. I don't think I need that. We have so many bombs as well. We no longer have... Okay, yeah, we do have Mr. Mega, but I don't think it's actually affecting the bombs that we're throwing. Even though they're quite big, but like when you throw a normal bomb right now, it just like shakes the entire screen. And I'm pretty sure it actually deals like a whole bunch of damage as well. So the size of our bombs might actually be related to just what items we have in general, like our damage items and stuff. But it's not Mr. Mega, I don't think. What is this? Wheel of Fortune. No, thank you. Could be good, but meh, I guess I could have just used it, but whatever. I'm just gonna leave and pretend it doesn't exist. Because that's how you roll. With the bosses like these, like, this is also pretty good just because they just die in a single bomb. And I'm hoping we can get something cool out of our item room or shop over here. I don't think we're gonna do our boss rush with this character the first run, unfortunately, because the time is getting quite tight, unfortunately. But this is also just kind of awkward. Although the hands do stay around for quite a while, but it's mostly these guys as well, which is not really. They just need to like actually open up, and sometimes they're just like no. Please. Although they actually do stay open long enough for you to shoot them with the bomb, so. That's kind of nice. I actually wouldn't mind like the plunger out of all items in the game. Because then you can actually... They will still explode on their own with these specific bombs, but simultaneously you can also just make them blow up by pressing the button, so that's pretty cool. Do I want this? Not particularly. Yeah, this is not really that great at all, especially with the humbling bundle as well. We're already getting double keys all the time anyway. So we don't really need more of that. So we're just going to leave. I think like the really sparkly, shiny light spikes that are coming out of our face is actually the miter, isn't it? Like that would, yeah, we do have the miter. So that at least increases the odds of us getting soul hearts by a lot more. So that's good at least. That's nice. Trying to hit that guy, but he's being sneaky. He's being jumpy. But we killed him regardless because we're so strong. Getting a lot of keys right now, which is fair enough. Don't mind that at all. But personally, I don't know what I want. I want Ipecac. That's actually very specifically what I want. That's one of the items that combines really well with Dr. Fetus. So if we could get Ipecac, that would just be the bee's knees. That would change this run so much more. Because we would just become destroyers of worlds. But we'll see what we get out of our item room this day. And yeah. At least these guys are easy to kill with bombs. At least dying in a single bomb. Because a big danger with Dr. Fetus is that you just don't deal enough damage. And for some reason, we're dealing a lot of damage. So I guess we've just got some really nice items hanging out for us. So that's good. Should probably be looking out for tinted rocks as well, though. Because there's one right there. And it's giving us a lot of health. But, oh boy. Gotta watch out, though, that you don't accidentally blow up one of those scary skull things into your face, because that doesn't help anyone. That just helps the enemy. We don't want to help the enemy. At least these guys are a lot weaker as well when you're fighting Dr. Fetus on account that you can just have them eat bombs forever. That makes life a little bit easier. There we go. That's one down. We're going to kill that guy as quickly as possible because he's not our friend. And we're just going to throw bombs from a distance, I think. That seems to work out quite well. He's trying, like, look at how fast we can throw bombs as well, but I'm being pretty careful right now on account that it will just destroy us. We will most likely die if we do stuff like this because our bombs will just fly everywhere, and it's scary times. Weird how he's actually going over the spikes. Usually he just sort of tries to stick to the other side, but for some reason he's being very brave. It's fun to throw bombs that quickly, though. I wonder what we have that makes us throw them that quickly as well. We must have some sort of ridiculous tier up or something because look at that. Look at how many bombs we've got. Ugh, scary stuff, man. Alright. These guys, they die quickly. That's actually kind of nice because this actually, while they get blocked by bombs, it can be pretty scary if you're fighting those guys and they decide not to get blocked or something. God, we're dealing so much damage with this. Like, I'm so used to this item just sort of being kind of trash, honestly. Border, well, alright then. At least we haven't gotten that so far, so that's kind of nice, I suppose. Come on, open up. There you go. That's too late, but, you know, thanks. I want you to be gone. There you go. Quarter, it gives you 25 coins. That's all it does. Hearts does nothing with this character, but, you know, it was a nice gesture, I suppose. I guess we could check our arcade to see if there's anything in here. Let's play with this guy a little bit more, because I really want to unlock the thing that you get by playing with this. Oh god, he's dead. Never mind. I forget. You know, I just forget. I forget what I'm doing, and then everything dies. It's just how it happens. A lot of coins. We have more coins than we need. Okay. I think we can leave. I don't think we need to gamble anymore. I think we've won. I think we've won the gambling. We can leave now. Where's... Oh yeah, our item room at the quarter in it. I already forgot. I already just forgot entirely. 2 chests. None of them good. But at least it is filled with explosives, so it kind of reminds me of myself right now. So that's good in a way. It's good to be reminded of oneself every now and again. Also, I think they actually do turn into like the proper Mr. Mega Bombs when you leave the room like this. Look at that shake. That little screen shake right there. Super secret room? Yeah, look at that. Well, that's pointless. Thanks for taunting me with even more red hearts I cannot pick up. But, you know, if I had a dark bomb, that room would have been peachy. And I would have been like, wow, that's a good time to be alive. But as it stands, we're just going to be over here. Just going to, like, throw a bomb down there immediately and almost hit ourselves with it. This is going to be a little bit awkward, but simultaneously, though, we can shoot a lot of bombs real quick. Like, we just got to make sure we don't accidentally hit ourselves. And that's about it, really. Just that the bombs move a bit unpredictably right now. Yeah. No devil deal. And we're several minutes too slow, so good job on that one. And we're just going to keep going. Maybe we can get a devil deal on our next floor. Something we can hopefully use our credit card for. We're getting a lot of credit cards. Is something I'm also noticing, which, fair enough, I guess, but it's just a weird experience for me. Look at how much damage that does. Go, Mr. Mega. Destroyer of worlds. And with this, we might be able to make a little bridge if... No, we can't. There is no way to actually get on the other side. Never mind. Alright. In that case, we're just going to blow up everyone. I mean, I was going to make a nice little bridge and just live there forever, but as it stands, we're just going to have to murder everyone. It's the only other alternative. At least with Dr. Fetus, we can very safely destroy all of these rocks without having to worry about taking damage from the tears and things. And another one of these rooms. That room is so strange to me. I don't know why that room actually really exists. It doesn't really seem like it needs to be there, but it's there. Just hanging out. Has a whole bunch of black flies that can't really do anything. And fair enough, I guess. Just gonna keep blowing up my friends until they're all blown down. This is kind of awkward. I don't like this room very much with this item, I think. Spooky times. But we're managing. If they like immediately go towards you, that's a problem. But we kind of looked out on that. Simultaneously though, we could just like leave. We could just go to the next floor and just bomb our way to the end. But because we have the miter, there's just a pretty decent chance that we're gonna get soul hearts all over the place. So I'd rather clear rooms right now. Simultaneously though, and that was the negative at work right there because we took damage. But yeah, I think if we just bombed through a lot of those rooms, we probably would have been able to get there within 20 minutes, but I didn't think about doing that, actually. Plus, I just kind of like using this build a little bit. That was a lot of items out of poop. Would have not expected that many items out of poop, but, you know. Like, look at that. A whole bunch of free tears and stuff, and occasionally some hearts as well, but I'm mostly just happy about the free tears. I don't really care about health. I just want to have tears shot at me at all times. It reminds me of what I used to be like before I could throw bombs at everyone. It reminds me of the olden days. So thank you, womb, for containing so many things that are trying to kill me the old-fashioned way. This guy doesn't really seem to get that blocked by my bombs, but then I hit myself with my own bomb and killed everyone in the room. So it sort of worked out the way I planned it, I'd say. Oh wait, I don't take damage from this because I have this thing which I immediately threw away just there. It was like the umbilical cord reminded me that I actually have this item which I've gotten several times now and always forget that I own because I'm bad at video games. But you know, I eventually remembered and no longer was scared. I have 40 keys. I guess we can give this guy some keys for a change. Let's be nice to this guy for once, because I don't need this many keys. That's, oh, there we go. We got ourselves distant admiration, which is actually not bad with this, because it makes it a little bit easier to kill enemies that are close to us, I suppose. So that's actually not bad. Like, we could just do this now. And then accidentally damage ourselves, and everyone turned into poop? What happened there? That's a new one. I'm not really sure why those enemies turned into poop. I didn't know that was a thing that could happen. Is that a negative thing? Or like a thing that you do with the negative? Or I don't know what that was. That was weird. I'm learning things about myself. New abilities that I wasn't aware that existed. Yeah. Fair enough, I suppose. Either way, we're just gonna go to the end over here. Oh, we're only on the first floor. I thought we were already on the second one. Mama Gertie, I don't like this boss one bit. Though, with this build, and on account that we have that particular trinket, it's not so bad. Because the spikes seem to spawn fairly randomly, but since we can't take damage from it right now, it's not so bad. No devil deal. Okay, I'm glad I took this credit card with me and that it's always so gosh darn useful whenever I take it with me because, man, so grateful. This might not be so bad, though. We can sit here for a while and get a whole bunch of cool stuff out of this. Or it could just immediately explode. I mean, one or the other, I suppose. I mean, I might as well just take the devil card at this point. There's no more point in taking the credit card with me, I don't think. Unless we get like a black market. That's a bomb. What is that? What is that? Someone just... An enemy just turned into poop again. What is going on in this world of ours? Do I have a thing? Do I have like... Oh, I have... I don't remember what item that is, but... I think it's when I touch an enemy, they turn into the poop. And I think that's what's happening here. Yeah, because currently this thing is spawning like the black flies. And I guess they might be getting poisoned by something as well, but... Yeah, I guess that's what's going on here. I was so confused for such a long time, but then I noticed the little brown splotches on my face. Which indicate that occurrence right there. More soul hearts, more soul hearts. More! I wonder what those pills are. Question marks. Explosive kaboom and a boom. Which are just normal bombs, actually. I would have expected those to be, Mr. Mega Bombs, but they're not. Full health doesn't really do anything still because we don't have red hearts. It's such a sad day. I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm bored now. I'm bored of gambling all the time. Even though I have so much money. I'm not sure if the devil card even does anything, to be honest, but... At least like with this, but I might as well take it along. Maybe it'll do something. Maybe it'll cause me to deal a little bit more damage. Could be useful. It has the potential of being useful. Might as well take it. I should probably actually destroy those rocks over there because I'm pretty sure they can contain cool stuff. I think they can contain more soul hearts, and that's a good enough reason to blow up anything, really. Just blow up everything. I'm just going to destroy everything that moves. I'm not really sure what I wanted from that, because if a devil deal did open, I would just leave it because I want to kill Mom. I want to get ending number 11. That is a nice ending. It does things. It changes the game a bit from this point on, so I'd rather have that. But, you know, we didn't get a devil deal anyway, so it's like what it is. Oh boy, that was a thing. I got a soul heart out of somewhere. Not really sure where that one came from, but fair enough. I guess from killing all the different boss parts, maybe, because it was a champion. This is worrying. I don't know what, like, pace I should be shooting this at, that it becomes not scary. Because so far, I'm just basically in a constant state of fear. But at least with this... Oh, no, no, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Alright. I think we got this. Everything's okay again. We got a bunch of soul hearts from that. I think we actually got more soul hearts than we lost. So, fair enough, I suppose. I'll take that. It's such a terrible idea, but it's so much fun, though. It's so much fun, though. I can shoot bombs so fast. If only I was actually immune to them. That would be so helpful right now, because then I could just do... Instead, that's just not a very good idea, as it turns out. God, I wish I could just bomb out of this, but... That's the cool thing about Envy. He closes the door with bars that can't be blown up for some reason. But, you know, I should just still be grateful that my bombs actually deal damage. You know. Like, I only have to hold it for such a short amount of time before I drop, like, 2 bombs and then 3 bombs and then the entire room is filled with bombs everywhere. Oh, man, I just need to stop doing that. But it's just so much fun. I'm just too amused by this nonsensical display of bombery. Himatamusumu. I'm kind of semi-hoping that I'm not even going to get a devil deal and that it just ends here, because it just changes the game a bit. And fighting Satan with this build is going to be interesting, to say the least. But, oh, gee. Well, okay, that's that room entirely cleared out, but not quite what I was hoping for there. I was kind of hoping not to take damage there. The lovers. I'm not going in there. I don't trust that. That's too much health to sacrifice for that one. Unless we can get in, like, from here or something. I think we already found a secret room, though, yeah. Never mind. Dingle. Is Dingle gonna be our friend? Dingle, are you gonna be our friend this day? I was trying to place down a second bomb and it didn't do it for some reason. Dingle's our friend today. Now we just have to get rid of the really, truly terrifying enemies, which is the ones that don't shoot tears at all ever. Can we get some soul hearts? There we go. Thank you, Miter, for making poop more useful to me. Please have a boss somewhere around here. We're getting so many rooms, and it's starting to just loop in on itself at this point. We're not actually going to the boss, are we? I don't think we're going to the boss at all. Makes me sad. Let's just shoot bombs in that general direction and hope we're hitting something. I think we are. Hey, we won! The power of bombs. It just blows up everyone. But let's see what's over here. Maybe there's a boss hiding somewhere in here. Someone shot a laser at me, which was kind of spooky. At least these guys are dying in a single hit as well, so that's pretty cool. Super secret room? Super secret room? No, okay. I can never be too sure if it actually hits with these bombs. I can never really estimate the range very well with these Dr. Fetus bombs, because it always seems like it should be hitting and then it doesn't, and then it does hit when you don't expect it to, and it gets weird sometimes. It gets weird. But we're winning. We're surviving. We're bombing. Mom's heart. This is potentially the last time we're actually seeing this boss, thinking about it. For reasons. This is awkward. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. I don't like the placement of everything that's going on here. And that's making me a bit tempted to not go to Satan for a change, just to get a different ending to show up on my screen as well, and then I can sort of comment about it rather than just editing it in post. Please be dead. I'm doing so much damage though. Yeah, let's just go. This is the ending number 11. But we're not gonna see ending number 11. Well, I'm not. You guys are, hopefully. I hope you guys have eyes, but yeah, I guess we're going to Satan with this right here. Whatever this is, we might die, but at least we unlocked the dead baby, and we unlocked It Lives. And challenge number 4. Challenge number 7. 7 is fun, actually. Suicide King is a really fun challenge. But Shale, this is gonna be a thing. Let's try not to die. We have so many bombs. So many strong bombs. Let's hope that we can actually survive as well, though. Strength is one thing, but actually being able to survive with this nonsense right here is an entirely different story. At least these doors are always open because of the build we have, but I wouldn't mind, like, a couple extra black carts, maybe a super secret room in the shape of a dark room. That would be cool. Maybe anything. We haven't really gotten much of anything after we went into that one room. It's only really been downhill from that point on. And we have the negative now, so even if we do kill Satan, we have to continue from that point as well. I'm not liking this. I'm not liking our chances here, to be brutally honest. But either way, we unlock things. And at some point, our first death is just gonna happen. That's just how it goes. It would be a shame if it happened so soon, but simultaneously, we've had a lot of good runs already as well. And it doesn't really matter if I die either. It's just that it shows up on my stat screen and then I get sad. But simultaneously, I believe there is actually an item that requires you to have died a whole bunch of times. So I can just use it as an excuse that I was going for that item. In the end, I'm progressing towards something regardless of what happens. So, you know, it doesn't even matter anymore. I have found a way to justify dying for myself in this game. So everything's okay. I just want to find a super secret room. That's all I want. I can't really tell what I've actually blown up and what I haven't with this color scheme in this shale-y room. It's too dark. Please try to hit me with brimstone. That means you actually stand still for a bloody change, but no, you must fly through the room with great haste because you might be able to hit me after all. Please be dead. Just, come on. Don't be such a jerk about it. Just be dead. That's all I'm asking. Just asking you to stop being alive. And someone of your stature should listen to someone like me. That's an empty room. That's surprising. Why is this room empty? Why is this room empty? That's weird. I don't expect completely empty rooms in the hell. It's a strange place for completely empty room. This could be awkward. Oh boy. Yep, there we go. Yep, there we go. Don't like this boss at all. Should have just bombed out of here in hindsight, but again, I'm being pretty bad about the whole bombing thing. I keep forgetting I have an infinite amount of really powerful bombs to help me through this place. For some unknown reason. How about you blow yourself up? How about you just... What am I doing? Alright, let's stand in front of him. There we go. That's him dead. Just do it normally. Just do it in a way that's safe. Can we get some tinted rocks up in here? I would like some things that heal me ever. Instead, we just get no health ever. We get nothing. Nothing at all. And it's not making my progress through this place any easier. I should have bombed out of this room because of that. I saw it happen. I knew I could have probably escaped. But instead, I just elected to take damage because somehow that was the better idea. In the end, I'm just going to blame holy water because it's such a terrible thing to follow you around. It doesn't really do that much. And its ineffectiveness makes me very angry. This is awkward. There's just so many things that are just flying through rooms right now. Nothing that's just happily standing still for a change. Everything has to be flying everywhere. It's not helping. Not helping me one bit. Did I try to break this wall? I'm just going to put a normal bomb there. Because a secret room into that cursed room would be very appreciated. I would appreciate that immensely. Ah, there we go. That's exactly, literally the thing I was asking for just about a second ago. So thank you very much for that. War's not really feeling it today, I suppose. I'm actually just going to put a normal bomb there because it deals a lot more damage and we have about 99 of them, so I might as well. No greed. Greed can't show up here. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that, and it probably has happened at some point during any of these runs, but I don't remember what happened anymore. There's been so many runs at this point. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And I don't really need this money, but I don't really like being taunted by poop. There we go. It's a shame you can't get double dime drops and stuff like that, but simultaneously that would be a little bit ridiculous. Oh, can we get tears? Can we get hearts? Hearts, please. Anything? None. None at all. Why would we be healed if we can also just take damage forever and never get healing? Bloat's my favorite boss when I'm trying not to take damage. Brilliant. Wonderful. Yeah, just jump. Oh, that's Peep actually, not Bloat. It's just... I thought it was Bloat, but then it turned out it was actually just Peep that with a champion version of that said boss. Yes, you get the idea. It's Peep. It's Peep. How about you stop jumping for a second and get hit by my very destructive bombs? Please be dead. I did not mean to get hit there. This is not working out. I mean, I'm glad that I got the soul heart back, but I'd rather just have an extra soul heart. I still don't remember what you're called. I mean, you're not famine. You're not war. You're not death. But you're the other one. You're Greeny. You Mr. Green is who you are. Please, super secret? I will definitely be looking for my super secret room during this. I'm not just going to leave without finding that this time around. That's more damage because it got insane. And I don't really have a very good way of dealing with those guys right now, so that's good. But yeah, if the super secret room has like the dark room aesthetic thing going on, that would just be so nice. That would be so good. And we are not going to fight Satan just yet. Please, any of these? There we go. Please? No, that's not what I wanted at all. That's just a red chest full of nothing. Ah. Oh, I guess we're going for it then. Let's see how this is going to work out. Oh boy, I am not liking this one bit. I am not liking this one bit at all. And immediately he's going to fly towards us with the intention of hitting us with brimstone and such. Not a fan. How about you get blocked by my bomb, jerk? Oh god. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Don't kill me. Don't even hurt me. Don't even think about it. Just try to hit me with your brimstone over there. Yeah, that's a brilliant idea. Good. That's the bad thing you're doing right now. And now we just somehow have to hit Satan with bombs, I guess. Please explode fast enough. Which you're not doing an overly impressive job at. I'm just gonna drop bombs everywhere. That was not good. No! We killed Satan as well, though. Does that count? Probably not. We got killed by Satan. Our first death. Makes me sad. Maybe that dice room wasn't the best idea. Maybe it wasn't. I'm not good with Dr. Fetus. Give me Ipecac any day, but Dr. Fetus, I'm just terrible with it. And I'm surprised we actually managed to get this far, but I had to try. I probably should have just ended it at the womb, but can't win them all, and I knew it would happen at some point. At least, let's see. At least we killed Mom's heart, and we lost our win streak. It's sad, but we got ending number 11 at least. And I believe, did we get Basement Boy during this run? I think we did. So, you know, it could have been worse. But happens sometimes. And at least we unlocked Suicide King. So we got a whole bunch of challenges waiting for us. At least we got to see the blue baby. At least we got to kill Mom's heart. So we got a little bit of progress towards that. And whatevs. Just happens. I'm sad now. So I'm gonna stop playing. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. The next time we play, we won't die. Or we might. I don't know. Who knows what'll happen. I'm not a psychic. Bye.